Ashley, thank you. And our team coverage continues tonight in Hale County, where some neighbors are displaced or even trapped in their homes along the Black Warrior River.
CBS 42 digital reporter Jesslyn Adams joins us now live from Roebuck Landing tonight. And Jesslyn, you went on a water rescue.
Yeah, Sherry. So the neighbors around here say that the water levels rose just throughout the course of the day. And if you take a look here behind me, you can see that this is a road and backyards here. So neighbors and community members have really come together. They've been going out to different houses to help collect the people who were trapped and to collect pets. And we got to go along on one of those missions and take a look at the video from this mission here. Now, we rode along and watched as the community helped each other collecting pets. We watched and helped as 2 dogs and a small puppy, as well as their owner, made it out of the flooding safely. Now, tonight, many of the people who have made it out safely, they're still displaced until the water has dropped down, and some residents are telling us they don't know what damage they'll be returning to.
I mean, we've got up pretty high, and the water's still got a few feet to rise to get in it, but let's just hope for the best, I guess. That's all we can do at this point.
Now, residents out here plan to continue taking boats to the neighbors' homes and checking on people and pets just to make sure that everyone is safe. And right now on our website and Facebook page, we did a full live stream of this rescue mission, and you can head over to our website again, that's CBS42.com, and just see the whole thing from beginning to end. Sending it back to you in the studio, I'm live in Hale County. Jesslyn Adams for CBS 42 News. Local coverage you can count on.
Jesslyn, thank you. Now, the heavy rain is blamed for 18.5 million gallons of sanitary sewer overflows in the areas of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, causing possible health risks. This is a map from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management's website showing the number of sanitary sewer overflows in our area. This is just in the past 10 days. Now, these are color-coded, blue being the least amount discharged, red is the most, and the most, we're talking 500,000 gallons of sewer overflow reported. White means they don't know how much was discharged. You can go to CBS42.com right now to see this map and check for sewer overflows in your neighborhood. Also on our website right now, we have updated information on school delays for tomorrow morning. Just click the yellow banner at the top of the screen. You can also see that information scrolling right now in the bottom of your television screen.
And breaking right now in Birmingham, police are searching for a missing 13-year-old girl believed to be in danger at this hour. Take a look at your screen. This is Catherine Bonilla. Police tell us she was last seen yesterday when she went to bed at her home on 4th Avenue South. Investigators say she may be in Tarrant tonight with an older man. Police say she is reported as a runaway but could be in danger. If you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 254-7777.
Also breaking tonight in Jefferson County, sheriff's deputies are investigating a death. This is in Brighton. Investigators have been on that scene for nearly 2 hours. That's where CBS 42 News reporter Corey McGinnis joins us live right now. And Corey, what have you learned about this?
Well, sure, the coroner actually arrived within the past hour, and they actually just broke down and cleared out the crime tape here. But let me step away to show you exactly where this all happened. That's because officials actually started to leave. This all happened at around 7 o'clock. We're on 4th Avenue in Brighton, and most of the activity right now is actually near the 4000 block down the hill. Some residents still on the street standing around asking questions. District Attorney Lanice Washington, along with Jefferson County Sheriff's deputies and Brighton police and fire crews, were on the scene. Washington has confirmed that one person is deceased. Sources tell me that one male in his 50s or 60s suffered from blunt force trauma from an object such as a brick. They say he appeared that he was trying to get away from the suspect or whoever's responsible for the man's death. I spoke with residents off camera who tell me it's usually a quiet neighborhood, yet crime seems to be getting worse. Now, it does seem like parts of 4th Avenue is back open now at this point, but we're still waiting to actually get the official sound. Right now, there's no word on if a suspect is in custody, but as soon as we get that information from a public information officer, we will bring that information to you. Right now, we're live in Brighton. Corey McGinnis, CBS 42 News. Local coverage you can count on.
Corey, thank you. And new at 10 out of Calhoun County tonight, the Sheriff's Office and Weaver Police have arrested a 19-year-old Weaver High School student after a Snapchat post was sent threatening to shoot people at the school. Take a look at your screen. This is Brittany Hope Doriez. Investigators discovered they discovered that she created an anonymous Snapchat account and filed the report. According to police, she said she sent the threat so she would be checked out of school. She was arrested and taken to the Calhoun County Jail for filing a false report to law enforcement. CBS 42 is your local election headquarters. As the primaries are just weeks away, voters won't just be deciding on candidates as they fill out their ballots.
No, they will also be voting on amendments in Alabama. Governor Kay Ivey has been campaigning for Amendment 1. CBS 42's Malik Rankin joins us now to explain how this amendment could change Alabama's Board of Education.
Good evening, Jack and Sherry. Amendment 1 would get rid of the elected state school board of education and replace it with a commission, and those commissioners would be appointed by the governor. Along with shifting powers from voters to the governor, the amendment would also change the name of the state board of education to the Alabama Commission of Elementary and Secondary Education. The governor would be able to appoint commissioners for up to 2 terms with the Senate's approval. The state superintendent's title would also be changed to the Secretary of Elementary and Secondary Education. I spoke with a Birmingham City Schools Board of Education member. She tells me she can't see the good coming from taking this decision away from voters.
There's so much more they can do to help us. Taking the people's voice away it is only going to hurt the people. And honestly, I wouldn't trust any elected official that wanted to take my power as a voter away.
It's not about teachers or principals or superintendents or even school board members. It's the structure of our system. And our current system, we're one of 6 states that has a current system like we do. And if you look at where those 6 states score on national rankings, they're at the bottom in a lot of cases too, just like we are.
Governor Ivey says this is a big picture law to improve the state's education system as a whole. Those opposed to this amendment are concerned voters won't understand what they're deciding on based on how it will appear on the ballot. To read the full text of the amendment, you can check that out on CBS42.com. Live in studio, I'm Malik Rankin, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Malik, thank you. In Washington tonight, Democratic lawmakers are demanding an investigation after the Department of Justice reversed course on a sentencing recommendation for Roger Stone, a longtime ally of the president who was convicted on several charges. Attorney General William Barr overturned the recommendation from his own department's prosecutors. Those 4 career prosecutors then abruptly withdrew from the case, causing Democratic lawmakers to call for an investigation. Senator Doug Jones addressed that today.
Totally inappropriate on the department, of the hierarchy of the Justice Department. It is really cracking some foundations of the Justice Department that have long been held, and I'm concerned about that.
The Justice Department insists tonight there was no coordination with the White House. AG Barr is set to testify at the end of March.
Well, tonight, a second case of coronavirus has been confirmed in the U.S. among the evacuees from China. The CDC says the person was on a flight from Wuhan that arrived in California last week. Now, this comes as Chinese health officials in the Hubei province report 242 new deaths and nearly 15,000 new cases. That brings the worldwide death toll from coronavirus to at least 1,357. The number of confirmed cases to more than 60,000. This rise comes as lung imaging can now be used to diagnose the virus in a suspected patient.
New tonight, the Daytona International Speedway is going to be a little more crowded than usual for the Daytona 500 on Sunday. The FAA issuing a flight restriction for that day, indicating that the president is expected to attend the race. The U.S. Secret Service also tweeted to fans that drones are now prohibited within 30 miles of the race. That's a restriction put in place for presidential visits. Yet the White House still has not confirmed the president will be in attendance.
Tonight, only on CBS42.com, the Alabama National Guard's first African-American female pilot is set to be recognized later this month as the 2019 Veteran of the Year from a Tuscaloosa organization. 26-year-old First Lieutenant Kayla Freeman will receive the award during the Women's Leadership Luncheon, which is hosted by the West Central Alabama chapter of the Association of the U.S. Army. You can read the full story and learn more about Freeman's incredible career right now on CBS42.com and on our CBS 42 News app. Still ahead here tonight on the news at 10, the 2020 census is fast approaching.
But there are concerns that the Census Bureau may not be ready. Next tonight, why lawmakers are worried and the changes they're now calling for.
Then, Hale County Emergency Services getting creative to help residents trapped by those high floodwaters. It's a video you don't want to miss.
May not have severe weather right here, right now, but we do have some very gusty winds. Look at this. Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour in Birmingham, 23-mile-per-hour winds in Talladega. The winds are howling tonight, but how long will it last? Find out coming up in your Storm Team 7-day forecast.
You're watching CBS 42, local coverage you can count on, with Sherry Jackson, Jack Royer, Chief Meteorologist Ashley Gann, and sports with Chris Brees. This is CBS 42 News at 10.
We're back tonight as a bill to extend the amount of time someone has to pay back a payday loan has been voted down in committee. That bill would have extended the loan payback time to 30 days rather than fewer than 10. It would have also cut off interest rates, cut them in half. We spoke to State Senator Rogers Smitherman tonight, who has co-sponsored similar bills in the past.
It's unfortunate because we needed to pass that bill today. And first, it's giving people 14 days and 15 days. People need 30 days to be able to, pay that back. Mm-hmm. And the interest rate shouldn't be so astronomical.
Senators opposed believe people would turn to interest lenders and internet lenders if the payday lending stores weren't available in the state.
From our CBS 42 Washington Bureau, the U.S. Census Bureau just got a scathing report on its progress. This is ahead of the start of the 2020 census. The Government Accountability Office says the Census Bureau's early operations are mostly on schedule, but says the census is already behind on some of its goals, especially recruiting enough census takers. Lawmakers pressed for assurances from the Census Bureau that it will count everyone in the 2020 census, especially minority and rural communities.
It is crucial that the Bureau now work to address the historic issue of fully and accurately counting the Black community.
The director of the Census Bureau told lawmakers not to worry that the census officially begins April 1st, but preliminary population counts have already started.
Consumer News tonight, the FDA has issued a recall for a popular insulin pump used by thousands of patients with type 1 diabetes. The recall applies to certain Medtronic MiniMed 600 series insulin pumps. The FDA says tonight that one patient has died and more than 2,000 have been hurt by those devices. The faulty pumps deliver incorrect insulin dosing, which can lead to serious medical complications. Patients can return those devices, and the company will replace them, but they'll need to use insulin injectors in the meantime.
In Hale County, residents on Wyndham Road in Havana were running out of drinking water after days of persistent rain flooded roads and made a bridge there impassable. That's why the Hale County Sheriff's Office, the EMS and EMA used a bucket and a rope to move water and supplies over that collapsed bridge. You can watch the full video right now on CBS42.com and the CBS 42 News app as they came to the aid, and we're told they are working to get that bridge replaced right now, but some ingenuity indeed.
All the things you forget about till something like that happens, the effects of flooding.
And some of these communities are still going to have some time. We saw them in Tuscaloosa today.
Yeah, a lot of vulnerable spots, those low-lying areas, because we're not done with the rain just yet. Not out of the thick of things. Speaking of Tuscaloosa, here is a look at that time lapse from earlier today. Didn't see a whole lot of rain this afternoon, and with some moments of sunshine, it actually allowed for temperatures to warm, well, I would say quite nicely. But this time of year, well, what happens is it just adds to the instability in the atmosphere. But now that the sun has set, temperatures are still holding at 72 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest at around 15 miles per hour. But notice where this little band is setting up right now. We're looking at anywhere from Tuscaloosa, just to the northwest of Tuscaloosa, up through Aniana. And this is the culprit for the strong storms. But the severe thunderstorm watches have all expired. They've all gone away simply because the atmosphere just doesn't have what it needs to sustain these storms really overnight to the severe limit. So what we're going to see is rain, we'll feel some wind, and then another batch of wet weather back behind that. So that's what we're tracking this evening. Some light rain right now from Alabaster, Calera down to Clanton. There's that one skinny little band that could carry with it some very gusty winds, then back towards that in northeast Mississippi and northwest Alabama, now impacting Hamilton. We are going to see some lighter rain overnight tonight. So I'll call it 2 rounds of wet weather, a little closer to the Birmingham metro from Dora, again stretching back just outside of Tuscaloosa on the north side of town there. That's where this heaviest rain is right now, moving into Warrior. Next up is Morris, Gardendale, Adamsville, then Mulga. Got about 15 or 20 minutes until it reaches you. Already starting to see some cooling air back behind it, though. That front starting to move through Hamilton. 60 is the temperature there, rain-cooled air, compared to 70 down in Alexander City as well as Birmingham. Now the rain will continue overnight, and you'll notice the numbers at midnight. Temperatures closer to 60. By 6 a.m. we're in the 50s, and then look at this, by 10 o'clock 40s over towards Hamilton and Coleman. Moving through the day, the rain clears out, the clouds will thin, and the temperatures are actually going to be falling into the upper 50s to low 50s by the afternoon. So tomorrow will be another one of those days where we'll have a midnight high, where those temperatures are warmer right around midnight than they are in the afternoon. By 10 p.m. Thursday, we're in the 30s, and we will settle around 30 degrees by Friday morning. So any of the rain that's left over, there could be a couple of slick spots on the roads, especially if there's puddles or ponding on the roadways. So just be mindful of that. Right now, wind gusts are picking up. Birmingham's at 28 miles per hour. Talladega now subsided to about 18 miles per hour. But that cold front moves out, and here comes that frigid air back behind it. This is going to be into Thursday and then into Friday, and we'll notice that cold air settles as far south as Montgomery, and then it retreats fairly quickly on Saturday, and by Sunday we'll be back in the 60s. We'll stay quiet pretty much all weekend long, but I do want to mention we're returning to a slight unsettled weather pattern next week. Tuesday morning we could see some light rain in North Alabama, nothing major, and then it looks like Tuesday afternoon a little bit more soggy, and then that clears out by Wednesday. But the thing here to remember, rain moves out tomorrow, sunny but very cold for your Valentine's Day, followed by just a few showers early next week. And that's a look at your Storm Team 7-day forecast.